So let's talk about nerves on your driving test. So the first thing that I want you to understand is that being nervous is completely normal. Pretty much everybody that's ever taken a driving test feels nervous. And if you think that you're any different, you're not. I suppose firstly the question is, will being nervous cause you to fail your driving test? And the answer is most definitely not, so I wouldn't worry about that. Sometimes when we are nervous, we say silly things and we do silly things, but the most important part with the driving test is that you remain safe and you remain composed. The examiners understand that you're nervous, they can see that you're nervous, they see this day in, day out. So don't think that this is going to cause you to fail, because it won't. A very common thought process from the learner driver perspective is that the examiner is going to try and catch them. This is simply not true. The examiner actually wants you to pass, believe it or not. It's not in their best interest to trick you. If they fail you, it's because you've genuinely done something wrong. They really do want you to pass. So if you think that they're trying to catch you, you're wrong. A really important tip is don't assume that you failed. Now, if I had £1 for every time I had a learner driver that had passed a driving test that said to me, I was pretty sure that I failed, I'd be a very rich man. I hear this all of the time. I actually even had a test this morning. The student passed and they said to me, I thought I failed. Never assume that you failed. Whatever happens, keep going. Most of the mistakes that you're going to be making will be minor. Another tip is to treat the drive like a driving lesson. Now, you've driven for hours and hours, whether it be with family, friends, or a driving instructor. So you've driven for such a long time, and your driving test comes down to about 35 to 40 minutes. So simply treat this like another driving lesson. Don't think too much about what the examiner's thinking. Don't think about what they're writing or what they're jotting down on their iPads. Concentrate on you and the job at hand. One of my best tips for passing the driving test is commentary driving. Now, in your head, what you want to be doing is talking yourself through what's coming up next. For example, if you're approaching a roundabout, tell yourself to check your mirrors to see what's happening around you. Signal in good time, position across into the lane if it's safe, and start to read the signs. And in your mind, talk yourself through what you're seeing. If you're driving along and you're looking at your examiner and you're thinking, oh no, they're thinking this about me, and what if they write this, and what if they say this, then all that happens is that you're distracted from the next thing that's happening in front of you. The next 30 seconds of your drive are the most important section that you've got coming up, so keep looking forward, plan ahead, and don't worry about your examiner. Traffic lights can be your friend. When you've stopped in a traffic light, use it as an opportunity to breathe, relax, reset, and go again. And finally, remember this. There's a reason that you're there. You're there because you're good enough. You're there because you believe you're good enough. You're there because people have told you that you're good enough. So you know you've got all the skills required to pass your driving test. On the day, you will be nervous, but you can control these. So stay calm, stay composed, trust your ability, and give it your best shot.